Hello, welcome in the new part, in the new video with the next point. In this point, we will see economic activities by men and women. Not only that, again we are going to see what are the economic activities, how it's are classified. The economic activities classification you have studied in last year's geography. In this picture, the different activities are shown. So these are the all three kind of activities which helps to economy. Like Vilas and Sakal, people have been engaged in various activities. The stories too you have seen. These two were busy in the activities. These are the examples. Like this, many people are engaged in the different activities, various activities. You can take example from your family. Everyone's parents are working somewhere, so they are engaged in the various economic activities. We saw that Vilas sold fish and Sakal got a job in the firm. The various activities have been classified into three main sectors. The classification of the activities, economic activities are broadly divided in these three categories. There are again other criteria also to divide the economic activities, but just we are going to see this classification here. The economic activities are classified here on the base of nature of the work, how they are working or what kind of nature is having these activities, primary, secondary and tertiary. In primary, the activities which are based on the natural resources, that all activities are called primary activities like agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry, farming and mining. These are the examples of the primary activities. This is the secondary activities. In the secondary activities, manufacturing is involved. In tertiary, the tertiary is related to the providing services. In tertiary, there is no production of the goods, but production of the service is involved in the tertiary. Trade, transport, communication, banking, education, health, tourism, services, insurance. These are the examples of the tertiary activities. These activities add value to the national income. These all activities are giving value or income to the national income. These activities are called economic activities. That is why these all activities are called economic activities. Economic activities have two parts. Economic activities are having two parts, which are that the market activities and non-market activities. In this two way, the activities are classified or worked to get easily. It is given in this table manner. You can understand when you will look the differences, you will get easily. Market activities involve remuneration. Remuneration, some exchange these people are getting, those who are working for the market activities. One who performs activity performed for pay or profit. One who is working to get something in exchange or to get profit, to get money. That activities are called market activities. Making food in the hotel is the part of market activity. But the food made by the mummy at home is not market activity. I hope you understanding with these examples. This includes production of goods and services including government services. In market activities, the production and services along with government services are also involved in the market activities. In short, you can understand market activities means that activities which are done to get something in the exchange. That something means money, wages or profit. Now we will look the non-market activities. Non-market activities, the production for self-consumption. The production is not for the selling in a market. This is for the self-consumption. This can be consumption and process of primary product and own account production and fixed asset. Everything is fixed here. There is no hope of the more profit or get more money. Maybe the production is doing there, manufacturing is taking place, but that is only for the self-consumption, for family needs only completing through that production. That all comes in the non-market activities. The work done by your mummy is the non-market activities. But if maid is working the same work at your home, we are paying to her that wages. So when she is doing, the maid is doing the work at your home, that time it is market activity. but your mummy is working at home. For you people, that is non-market activity. Now we'll see the next part of this part, the economic activities by men and women. It is said in the earlier point, but the part is here given. Due to historical and cultural reasons, there is a division of labor between men and women. In the Indian society, not only in Indian society, but in our world also, the division of work is a culturally or historically having. This work should be done by the woman. This work should be done by the men. So these are the divisions of the work for the men and women. Domestic chores and men work. Women generally look after domestic chores and men work in the field. Women are working at home and men are going in the field or outside to earn the money. Mother Sakal's mother Shira cooked food. We have seen this one. Clean utensil, washes clothes, clean the house and looks after her children. Sakal's father Butta cultivate the field, sell the produce in the market and earn money for the family. Sheila is not paid for the services. What she was working for her, she was not getting any wages. Sheila is not paid for the services delivered for upbringing of the family. Butta earns money which he spent on rearing his family. Women are not paid for their services delivered in the family. The household work done by women is not recognized in the national income. The work which is done by the woman is not part of the national income. Actually, she is working valuable work, but then also it is not part of the national income because this is not market activity. All market activities are involved in the national income. Gita, mother of Vilas, earn an income by selling fish. Thus, women are paid for their work when they enter the labor market. The Vilas mother was getting money, income when she was selling fish. It means when women will work outside of the household work, then only they will get. Their earning like that of their male counterpart in a determination on the basis of education and skill. Education helps individual to make better use of the economic opportunities available before him. Education and skill are the major determinants of the earning of any individual in the market. When you want to enter in the market, the education and the skills which you are having that are important to get more opportunities. A majority of women have meager education and low skill formation. Women are not getting education due to the social thinking. The women are not getting opportunity to get the education, so their skills are also low. They are not there to enter in the market. A majority of women have meager education and low skill formation. Women are paid low compared to men. The same work which is done by the women or and men, for that also the women are not getting same wages. The women are getting less wages for the same work when both are working. Various activities relating to legal protection is a meager. Employment in the sector is characterized by irregular and low income. Where women are working, their irregular incomes are there, or the payment is irregular. The job is not secure. In this sector, there is an absence of basic facilities like maternity leave, child care, and other social security system. In a private, where these women are working, in that places, the security is not having or other protection are also not getting. However, women with high education and skill formation are paid at par with their men. Per with the men. When women are getting high education or the high skill, that time they are getting as per the men also. Here we can understand the education for women, the skill formation for women is a very important. It should be happen. Among the organized sector, when women are working in the organized sector, this part next year you will see organized and unorganized sector. When one is working in the organized sector, he gets all kind of protection legally. Among the organized sector, teaching and medicine attract them the most. Some women have entered administrative and other services including jobs that need high level of scientific and technological competence. So here we can understand to empowerment of the women through the education and to giving skill. In this video we have seen the different economic activities and the activities which are having market values, market activities and non-market activities, and then after we have seen the divisions of the work, and after that we have seen the women which are working in the unorganized sector. They get low wages, low values, but if she is entered in the organized sector, she gets the production. To give them more production, the woman empowerment is important and it could be happen through the education only.